In Pakistan, the repair earnings can be seen through the craftsmanship of masters who rivet gears together. Even though this method is unprecedented, the repaired gears have never failed. Take this Pakistani vehicle owner, for example. Unfortunately, his gear cracked, and since new gears in Pakistan are pretty expensive, the solution for this seemingly unsolvable situation is to send the gear shaft to a local repair shop in Peshawar. For thicker gears like this, the master's first step is to reassemble the broken teeth, primarily to check the gap between the pieces. This allows the master to grind and adjust the fractured surface, ensuring the broken teeth are aligned on the same level. The master has confirmed that the shaft is now level using a square for measurement. Next, the broken tooth's end surface is ground with an angle grinder. During this process, an angle is pre-cut to allow for welding later. It is crucial to ensure enough welding surface area while maintaining the flatness of the broken surface. Since rivets will be used to join the broken teeth, precise points must be marked on both sides of the brake. The master's frequent use of calipers and squares demonstrates his meticulous attention to detail, as the success of the gear's alignment depends on these measurements. The shaft end is then fixed in a vise, and the center line of the end surface is recreated using the same proportions. To prevent tilting the end surface, the master checks the teeth level with a square. This ensures the correct position for rejoining the broken teeth. Once the teeth are stable, the next step is to mark the point on the shaft's broken end. However, drilling directly at this stage could cause the drill bit to shift, so a steel punch is used to make guide marks, providing a reference for the drill press. After confirming everything with a spirit level, the drilling process can begin. A twist drill makes holes on both sides to meet the rivet requirements. A small amount of machine oil is applied for lubrication to ensure the rivets fit smoothly into the bottom of the holes. This allows the rivets to fit tightly into the hole base, preventing gaps that could weaken the joint. After hammering the rivets, the gear end preparation is complete, but the protruding rivets still need to be embedded into the broken teeth. Hence, the master uses the drill press again to make additional holes. These new holes perfectly align with the rivets, allowing for a proper fit. However, the earlier grinding has caused surface loss, so further rotational checks are needed after a few taps. By comparing the teeth with the lathe tool, the master can see if the remaining gap is too large, which could cause arc misalignment after welding. Though weld scars cover the gear's holes, re-drilling after a full weld will result in greater strength than preserving the original holes. Even though weld scars cover the slopes on both sides, the grinding process has also affected the gear teeth, so additional material is welded to restore the original factory tooth pitch. The excess weld material is then cut away on a lathe. At this point, the weld scars are entirely smooth, but because the welded teeth vary slightly in height, additional machining is required on the sides to prevent gear skipping. After the master removes the rust with an angle grinder, the outer and inner steps of the gear must be machined flat. Although the overall cut depth also affects other areas, the thickness adjustments won't impact regular use. The master also grinds the weld scars on the newly welded tooth gap to restore the original factory tooth profile. Although the gear has been fully repaired, the full weld on the broken tooth is filled in some of the holes on the outer ring. Using a paper mold to mark the hole positions, the master traces the standard pitch on the surface to guide drilling, making it easier to locate the center points. Afterward, the twist drill is used to restore the holes. The drill bit creates perfectly aligned holes without deviation with the guide points in place. The hole spacing is also critical for the gear's proper function, so the meticulous master grinds the edges of each hole to match the factory bevel. This kind of dedication from Pakistani artisans to restoring the original condition is the highest praise for a repair master. Now, this cracked gear shaft is ready for use again. What do you think of the technique the Pakistani master used to rivet the gear? What score would you give if you had to rate it out of 100?